Hello and welcome to our candidate interview series. My name is Robin Swan. I'm the Director of Government Affairs for the Winter Park Chamber of Commerce. This series allows us to hear from the candidates who will be joining us for a political mingle on July 29th. It's a forum held to meet the candidates and introduce you and prepare you to vote in our straw poll and in November. Today we're pleased to welcome Emily Bonilla. Emily is running for re-election to Orange County Commission, District 5. Hello, Emily, and welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I have three questions for you. They're the same three questions the other candidates have answered. And our first question is, what is your primary motivation for running for re-election to this position?
Okay, well, like I was introduced, I'm Emily Bonilla, Orange County Commissioner of District 5. And I first ran for this position in 2016 because I wasn't happy with the commissioner that we had at that time. I live in rural East Orange County, and at that time, he wanted to bring in an large urban development into the area. And it wasn't right for the area, and the people didn't want it here. So I organized, and we raised over 10,000 petition signatures. And our commissioner still wasn't listening to us. So when the time came for re-election, I decided to enter the race and run against him. And I won. And since then, because of my personal experience, I put the people first and want to make sure that the people's voices are heard. I had community meetings all across the district and heard all of their concerns. And I'm working on all the projects that they've listed in those community meetings. I've accomplished a lot of them, and I'm working towards others that were more long-term. And the reason why I'm running for re-election is because there's still a lot more to do. Our district was really, I have Orlando, Maitland, and Winter Park, which are cities, and they've been doing really good. But the unincorporated District 5, Orange County, has been neglected and over the last, I want to say, maybe 12 years. And so there was a lot of work to do, and I'm still not done. So I'm looking forward to another term to finishing a lot of projects. I'm also working towards putting together neighborhood councils across the district, and that's something that's taken some time to put together because of doing all the community meetings, the first hearing everyone. So it does take time to get all these things done, and I'm really looking forward to another 4 years of getting more done.
Well, thank you. And how else are you uniquely qualified to serve in this position?
Well, I'd like to share a little bit of my history. I was raised as a neglected and abused child in poverty, and I've definitely taken a lot of that experience into the position that I have because I really feel like our children are the future, and I bring that experience into my position. A lot of social services, children's services, helped me out to become the person that I am. So I fought really hard for additional funding for children's services, got $20 million additional annual funding into our budget for that. And I really feel that that's going to help the next generation. Children's services funding, social services funding really wasn't prioritized before I got into office. And I know that people are talking now about defund the police, but they're trying to say what they want really is funding into social services. Well, that's something I've been pushing for. No offense to those who were born wealthy or had wealthy families, but I wasn't, and a lot of people in our communities were not born, wealthy with into wealthy families. And so I can associate with a lot of today's families, a lot of the struggling families here in Orange County. And I worked really hard to get to where I am today. And I want to help others be able to do that too. And I know that people can do it. You just have to have the resources there, have someone who believes in you. And I believe in them. I know they can do it, and I'm here to support them. And that's what uniquely, I feel, qualifies me, or something unique about me that's different from my opponents.
Okay, great. And my third question, if re-elected, how else do you hope to positively affect the office and your constituency?
Yes, well, definitely when I came in, I really changed a lot in Orange County. There's been a lot more transparency and accountability. The board cannot be more of a, I know the expression, a yes man or yes woman, because I question everything that comes in. If it seems suspicious, doesn't seem right, I want to know why are we doing it, and I want to know the reasons behind it, more of the logistics. So I ask a lot of questions. Nothing can be hidden in the county anymore for why we're doing things. And people describe me as courageous. That's a word they use because I'm not afraid to stand up against the status quo and ask those questions. And I had a community meeting last night on a development, and there was about 60 people there, and they kept saying that I was important to them. And that's why I keep hearing, like through my first term, and why I keep hearing now is that they don't want things to go backwards. So they're saying that it's very important to them that I'm reelected. And it's because I fight against, the status quo. The lobbyists in this race, the lobbyists and developers, they chose their candidate, but they didn't choose me. The people chose me, and I'm going to continue fighting for the people. And that's the positivity that I've brought to Orange County, is making sure that we're not just pushing things through anymore just because of campaign donations or any other reasons. I'm questioning things. I'm bringing things to light, and I'm asking for transparency and accountability. And we can't go backwards.
Well, thank you. Thank you for answering our questions, and thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And we look forward to seeing you on July 29th. And to our viewers, again, I want to remind you that it is the virtual political mingle, and it is a straw poll vote, and we hope you will join us from 6 to 7:30. We want to thank our presenting sponsor, Charter Communications, our supporting sponsor, University of Central Florida, and guests can register online at our website, which is winterpark.org. Thank you so much.